Hey guys, this is Mike, Beer Me a Beer on YouTube, and just want to give you a couple tips when you're out, at a club or wine bar, or having dinner. Two things really I think they're important when you're out having dinner or whatever. I think it's important to try new things. It's always good to find a beer that you really love and drink it whenever you're out, but it's always good to drink beers you've never tried before, because you never know, you may come across beer that you absolutely love, and that's happened to me quite a few times. I'll be honest, when I was 21 years old, I drank Bud Light and Bud Light only, and that was just because most of the people that I hung out with drank that, and I don't drink it now. But anyway, when you're out, I suggest trying stuff new. And also, one other thing too, when a waitress brings you a beer and she says, "Do you want a glass?" In my early years, I always said, "No, man, I was so cool drinking from a bottle." But to be honest with you, pour it in a glass. Pour it in a glass. It opens the beer up. You can really smell the beer. You can get a real nice head on it if it's a good beer. It just, I don't know, to me, it makes the beer taste a lot better when it's kind of out there. And sometimes serving it in a bottle too, it tends to stay a little too cold. But if you pour it in a mug, it's gonna warm up just a little bit, not a lot, but it's gonna give it a little better flavor. Cold beers, really ice cold beers, do not have the same flavor that a beer does. If you get a beer that's frozen, right at frozen point, like 35 degrees, it's not going to taste as good as it is if you're going to pull up to 45, 50 degrees. So I always recommend opening that beer out, pouring it into a glass, and again, try new beers. You never know. I went to a bar recently, and they had a lot of beers that I knew, a ton of beers I had never tried before, and it's always good to ask the staff too. They serve possibly hundreds of different beers a day. They maybe not that much, but depending on the location. And my wife and I went to this new wine bar that we found, and like I said, they had a lot of great beers I knew, beers I didn't know, and I just said, hey, what's a real good beer? And great waitress, asked, what kind of beers do you like? Me, I don't like stout beers. I know my first beer review was on the road chocolate stout, but I don't like stouts. The chocolate stout was nice because the chocolatey got rid of a little bit of the bitterness, but for me, I like reds, browns are generally my favorites. So anyway, went ahead and asked her what she thought, and she asked me if I like Killian's, which I'm not a fan of Killian's. I guess it's okay, it's all they got on tap, but she said, well, if you don't like Killian's, you're going to love Red Seal, because it's 100 times what Killian's ever dreamed of being. So at that point, I was like, sold. Let's try it, and absolutely phenomenal. And that's going to be my next review, is on the Red Seal beer. So anyway, like I said, pour that beer in a glass. Number one. Number two, try new beers. All right, enjoy your beer, and cheers.